The Second Amendment's reference to a well-regulated militia is a reference to a militia that is regularly organized, armed, disciplined, that is properly armed and knows how to use the arms under tactics that is agreed upon, that it can be coordinated with other companies, battalions, regiments, divisions, and even other states, and can fight effectively. Certainly it's the antithesis of what we have today, where for almost 100 years we've been so lazy that we've forgotten all organization and certainly don't exercise it.
But again, this is the undisclosed strategy behind the gun controllers' plans of usurpation. Atrophy the militia so we the people can't be effective in providing our own homeland security necessary for a free state.
We've all heard the idea that if you put a frog in cold water and gradually heat the pot, the frog will stay in the water and never jump out and allow himself to be boiled to death. Whereas if you drop him into a pan of really hot water, he'll jump out immediately. And I think it's true when you relate this to human nature, that people do get used to incremental increases of tyranny. They get used to greater and greater inconveniences and insults from government until finally they'll just accept the total package.
Yes, the gun controllers know exactly what they are doing, and the mainstream media, being part of the gun controllers' arsenal, never allows guests on shows to discuss the real purposes of the Second Amendment. Their long-term mission is to slowly boil the frog, slowly disarm we the people, so that, without noticing, we fall into their hands like ripened fruit, as the cultural Marxist Antonio Gramsci wrote.
Antonio Gramsci was an Italian communist who went to the Soviet Union and observed it under Lenin and Stalin and declared that Lenin and Stalin may have full power here and rule here, but they have not won the hearts of the people. The people detest communism. They love Russia. They love their Orthodox religion. And Gramsci went back to Italy, where he was imprisoned by Mussolini, and he wrote that in order to really take over a country and take over the world, communism basically had to remove from the interior of people Christianity, their Christian beliefs, their love of country, all of these things that made people behave as they did, and replace them with a much more totally secularist and Marxist ideology.
So, what exactly is the gun control lobby? In a word, it's what's known as the Globalists.
A globalist propaganda corps here to disarm the American people so that they can have a re-education, hot purge, red terror style takeover of our country.
Because they know that if you have a tyrannical government and you're forcing people to do things that they don't want to do, supposedly in the name of society, people aren't going to go along with it and they will rebel. And so it's important to make sure that if they rebel, all they've got is clubs and sticks, while they, the military of the governments of the world, have got all the powerful weapons.
These are your gun controllers, and they vehemently oppose the Second Amendment, especially the militia. This is why you never, ever hear the word militia uttered on their corporate or government-sponsored networks, except in a disparaging way.
You're an unbelievably stupid man, aren't you? You would rather have people be victims of a crime than be able to defend themselves. It's incomprehensible.
The mainstream media is fundamentally on the side of supporting any and all gun control measures, no matter how basically extreme.
And they basically push this unified front that you're bad because you believe in the Second Amendment that this country was founded on. 1776 happened because the Redcoats came for the ball and powder. They came for the guns. Texas got founded because Santa Anna tried to disarm Texans who'd become Mexican citizens. So the truth is, the people demonizing the Second Amendment are the real enemies of the Republic.